From your down dog, send your right leg up, down dog split. Step your way forward for a low lunge. Good. Be on your fingertips, look forward, curl your chest open, and then reach your right arm up as you take a twist here. Stretch up through the right fingertips even more and lay back into the right shoulder. Press the ground away from you through the bottom hand. Your hand can be on a block here if the ground feels far away. Good. Keep bending deeply into the front knee, but anchor your left heel back against the wall. Nice. Extend your right arm over your right ear. Draw a diagonal from your back heel through the right fingertips. Hand returns to the ground. Pyramid pose, Parshvottanasana, straighten front leg. Might need to hop the back foot forward so the distance between your feet is a little shorter, and then drop your head in towards your right leg. If you want a little more extra hamstring opening, flex your right foot, lift the ball of the right foot and the right toes off the ground. And then press down into the soles of both feet. Feel the backs of the legs release. Nice. If you lift your front foot, turn it right back down to the ground. Rebend your right knee to step both feet forward, half lift, hands to your shins. Forward fold, breathe out. Separate your feet, heel toe them a little wider, hips width. Bend the knees, peace fingers, hook them around your big toes, and then elbows splay wide as you drop your head. Keep the knees bent first, belly connected to the thighs, so that you get lots of length in the low back. And then from there, without letting the belly leave the thighs, start to lengthen the legs a little bit more. That might mean the legs stay bent through the whole shape, and that's okay. Want to try and maintain the integrity of the spine here. Let the head stay heavy so the ears hang down and the sides of the neck are long. Keep pulling up through the toes, through your hands. Keep stomping down through your feet into the fingers. Use the duality of your own energy here to stretch in all directions. Good. Free up your hands, heel toe your feet together. Diver's pose, wing your arms back. Lift up onto the toes. Keep the gaze slightly forward with the neck long. So send the sides of the neck long here so the head isn't bowing down. Good. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Heels down, arms up by the ears. Sink the hips way back here, but reach up through the fingers and the chest. It's also known as powerful pose, so really do feel the power of your legs, and then the power of your belly, and then the power of your heart, power of your arms, power of your gaze, prayer at your heart. Take a twist here to the right, left elbow, outside the right thigh. Sink the hips a little deeper. Those with the side crow practice, you're going to throw that in here in the arm balance. I'm not breaking that one down today. But if that is part of your journey or you're exploring that shape, try it out. Right? We've gone through it a couple times in some of the previous classes. If you're saying your prayer here, keep rotating the right shoulder back here, but draw your left hip back at the same time here. So that's your opposition. The left hip anchors back, gives you something to twist against. Nice. If you're in side crow, come back into our prayer chair. Everyone look down at your toes. Keep your elbow glued. Slowly squeeze your left foot up towards your seat. Step it way back into a lunge twist. Right? And if you didn't quite get to where you wanted to with your back foot, then go ahead and release your hands to the ground, readjust as you need, and then come on back. Sturdy foundation allows for a sturdy shape. And then breathe generously here, especially in these deep twists. Sometimes it feels like the breath is stuck or labored. So you got to focus a little more. You can close your eyes if that helps. Nice. Release your hands on down to the ground. Step back to your plank. Vinyasa through it. Meet each other in down dog. Nice work. Smooth out the breath once you land in your down dog. See how you're feeling. Left leg rises. Breathe in. Step your way forward. Low lunge. Curl your fingertips up. Look forward. Right away here, the back leg is strong. Press your right hand down, left arm up as you twist. Squeeze the outer hips in towards the center, towards one another. Anchor down through the front big toe even more. Notice if the left knee is collapsing, left or right, so you can keep it tracking over the front heel. Left arm extends long over your left ear. And then hands frame, pyramid pose, straighten both legs. Hop the feet just a little bit closer together, not too close. It should feel like some work to get the back heel to the ground. If it feels too easy, then maybe you stepped your back foot forward too much. So find that distance. It looks different for everyone depending on your anatomy, the length of your legs, the hamstring opening. But always looking for that edge of effort and ease. Work and steadiness. If you lifted the foot on the other side, go ahead and flex your left foot here if you haven't already. Even here, the pelvis is strong as you clamp the outer hips inwards. Good. We're going to step it forward, rebend your left knee to allow you to step right foot to meet. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold it. Heel toe your feet, hips width. Bend your knees, grab at the big toes, elbows wide, head drops. So you can just feel everything cascade down as you fold into your legs. Let the eyes shut and search for the sensations and see where the energy is being drawn in your body and see where there's tightness. Can you relax there a little bit more? Notice if you're resisting into the shape. If it feels like too much tension, then bend your knees even more. Give yourself some space to breathe. Nice. Free up your toes, feet together, heel toe them back in. Diver's pose. Half lift with the chest. Lift up onto the heels. Look forward. See what you're diving into. All right, keep looking forward. Roll the shoulders back and open. Let the belly be strong as it hugs up into the spine. Widen the sitting bones. Press down into the big toes. Feel all 10 toes plugging in. Utkatasana chair pose. Heels down, arms up by the ears. Deep bend of the knees. You should really feel the fire in the thighs here. Stay a little longer than you think you can. When it feels like it might become too much, then focus the attention on the breath a little more. And notice when you control and slow the breath, how everything else might become a little bit more manageable. Prayer at the heart. Twist left this time. Right elbow outside the thigh. Side crow if you took it on the other side. Whatever that exploration looks like for you. If your feet don't leave the ground in the arm balance, that's okay. So you can keep the thumbs and the center of the chest glued together as you're in your twist. Amazing. If you're arm balancing, come back into the twist. Everybody look down at your toes. Slowly squeeze the right foot up towards your seat to step it back slowly into your twisted prayer lunge. And again, if you need to readjust, hands down, widen the feet so they're hips width, and then come back into the twist. If the right foot didn't get too far back, maybe you need to step your left foot forward a little so that the left knee tracks over the front ankle. Amazing. Hands on down. Plank pose, vinyasa. Meet you in downward facing dog. Take your time as you flow through the vinyasa on each side, cleansing through, letting the breath wash through the body. Good. From your down dog, plank. Knees down, child's pose. Point the toes back, drop the forehead down. We're going to move into rabbit's pose, so you want to make sure that the very center crown of your head is going to land onto the mat. You can draw your nose close in towards your knees so that you're really curled over, right? And you're going to roll onto the crown of the head. So my ponytail's in the way, so you might need to readjust yours. Roll onto the crown of the head. You might need to readjust. You want to try and get the hips here right over the knees. You should feel the massage of the ground against that very center top of your head, the crown chakra, place of bliss. Right? And your hands can support here underneath you. If this is easy, you could tuck your toes, take your hands to the backs of the heels and do the same. Right? Your full rabbit's pose here. And then you're really tugging your hands against your heels and then pressing the heels back into your hands. And you should feel the space between the shoulder blades completely spread open, and it should feel pretty dang good.
At least it does to me. And of course, those that like to headstand, that's where you're going from here, Shirsasana. You can take the classic headstand with the hands interlaced behind your head, or you can take the tripod headstand with the hands to the ground. I'll demo tripod today. So here my elbows are 90 degrees-ish, right? Lift the knees off the ground from your rabbit's pose. Maybe this is where you're staying. Right? If you want to go further, you could clip a knee to the back of the tricep, maybe both. And then you could practice here, seeing what it feels like to put some weight there onto your head. Going further, can you curl your knee into your belly? And then lastly, you could start to lengthen. All right, I moved through them really fast. The trick to headstand is to move really slowly. So don't do what I just did. I've been practicing headstand for 10 years now, so I feel quite sturdy in it. But if you're newer to it, don't worry about getting the legs straight. Worry about the foundation feeling sturdy first, and then you'll lengthen your legs a little bit, right? And they stay deeply bent if they need to until you feel comfortable being upside down. And then when you feel more confident and sturdy, then you'll strain them just a little bit more and then a little bit more. And it's a process, and one day the legs might reach all the way up. Okay, child's pose, if you're not there, as I am already. Let the hands reach back next to the feet, but let them lay on the ground and the palms face up. And just take a moment here